Alright. Yeah, let's just knock everything over. What up, Pisces? And tried to get, you should check out the opportunity reading. It's not really for you, but man, I'm so tired of all this just, I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand it's kind of my shit. Scorpionic, like the whole Jupiter thing, man, it's just, literally, like days after, like, the whole Weinstein thing broke out, and it's just, man, I mean, to learn this lesson and move on, like, I'm getting sick of this shit. I'm so tired of hearing it, I'm tired of talking about it, and, like, literally, that was yesterday, or the last reading I did, for, Hai Chi, and, it's just been I don't know, I think the sort of Piscean energy, that sort of, cyclical thing, like letting things sort of pass through you and, like, maybe changing a little bit, like ebbing your flow a little bit, but, like, really just kind of being like, alright, let me process this, and then, Scorpios hold grudges. Pisces can kind of, they may remember it, but, like, they can also, like, look past it, kind of deal. Scorpios are not, you know what I mean? We're not so much about that. But yeah, it's just kind of it's kind of where we're all at. We're working on it, but it's yeah, I don't know. I wanted to kind of see, okay, like, Hai Chi, man, Apu Chi, dude, I mean, you want to talk about some, like, energy, man, like, and that's, I just wanted to, like, hone in on, like, a more, like, a mature, like, it's a mature sign, like, Pisces is a mature sign, and just a good representative of, what that means, and just, very definitely, y'all got a dove over there, so, fuck it, whatever. So, Central, that's earthy. But, I was looking literally at, like, doing hard work, and, like, this may be, it's weird because it's, like, kind of, I tend to see this as, like, sort of an offer card. It's like somebody's bringing you, but really I think this may be more like you offering, and it's not lost on me that the page in this card is a chick. It may be, time for, men have sort of been the breadwinners for a minute. We've been the ones that ran the house. Yeah, you can be, who wears the pants? It's like, well, okay, but if, somewhere down the line we have to have conversations about a non-disclosure agreement, I mean, you sure you understand? Like, man, you want to play your role. You want the advantages of being, whatever. It's, well and good, man. But you got to play the role. You don't just get to be that at convenience. You know what I mean? You don't get to switch that. Oh, like, oh, I'm crazy, so I don't have to go to death row. But no, man, then you're crazy, you know what I mean? Like, or you were crazy and you knew it, you know what I mean? Like, maybe it's man, fuck it. Sex, death, and money. Those are the only three things that actually move shit forward right now. It's sex, death, and money. And let me tell you, money is not indicative of a gender. Everybody's disposable. So, quit acting like, fucking there's only a cloud over your head, alright? Like, Three of Pentacles, that's cool too. I think that's, like a collaborative thing. So crossing, it may be time for ladies to give some offers, start some projects. This is the same fucking energy I've been getting the whole time. But even on a more like a financial thing, it's like, all right, well, can you pay my telephone bills? Can you pay my automobiles? Well, I mean, what about INDEPE something something? For real? It doesn't jive, You want to be the head of the household, that's fine. You want to wear the pants, that's fine. Pay for everything. Simple as that. It's your castle, you're paying the fucking rent. Four Swords. So we got needing, subconsciously needing to kind of rest. Give it a rest, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, take time out, relax a little bit, And I think, on some level, that's cool. I think that is kind of where you've been. I think, time's up, it's time out. Bam, we got this, happy single card. That's cool. Taking time out in your past, you've been, single, and realistically, that's the only way that you're gonna honestly be happy with whoever you find. If the person that you're trying to find is supposed to fill some kind of a void for you, they're supposed to, make up some kind of a gap, well, that's well and good, but, like, you're still not gonna be happy with yourself. You know what I mean? Like, if they are pulling up that, you're still not gonna be happy with yourself. And so, if you're putting that on somebody, if you're like, okay, well, until blank happens, then, here's how it is. Well, if you couldn't do that on your own, well then, what's up? So here we have the High Priestess. This is really powerful. You got secrets, and it's literally, that's intense, sitting right in front of the temple, like, this is literally the most powerful, that's it. And, crowning thoughts, there you are, and it's, it's good or bad, it's just powerful, you know what I mean? And it's that kind of thing of, like, if, I don't know, let me put it to you this way, if seduction is part of your power, you need to understand what that means. Means sex has definitely played into your communication, okay? So, if the reason that he bought that, great, it's cool that, you're this super successful, whoever, but if you're using cleavage, if you're, I just, it's are you being fair to yourself? You know what I mean? And, like, I hate to just, let me put it to you this way. Do you think that we have currently the best representation that we could have of female singers, right? Do you think we have the best musicians possible on stage? Or do we have the girl who supposedly got molested and the other girl who walked down the street in a meat dress? These are things that have nothing to do with being a musician, okay? And these are the women that are making the most money for playing music. Just gonna let you think about that. That's cool. I dig this because, and I've seen that a lot recently. It's, when, and, not to just make this a fucking, goddamn it. Of course, every reading is just going to go this way. Thanks, Chief, for giving me one happy reading. But yeah, I think this is, look, you're unhappy being crotchety, being, everybody's got to make money. And it's a very strange thing to me that I've noticed a lot more in 2018. Women don't seem to think there's anything wrong with taking a guy's money, but oh man, you try to take her money and a patriarchy just showed up or something, Well, why don't you pay for some dates? Why don't you just go unconditionally? Why don't you go buy some dudes drinks and then get them thrown in your face? Why don't you go decide that some dude is really hot and you really want to touch his penis and then go shower him with affection and get turned down? Welcome to manning up, okay? Is when this shit doesn't go your way. And, it's a pain in the ass. This is actually, what's in your immediate future, it looks like, is being unhappy, where before you've been, doing alright, you've been felt more emotionally fulfilled. Now, in terms of, you may not have been as financially stable, or it may just be that you're waiting on, you're like, okay, well, I've got, my money is in order, and, well, blah, 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 let me just make sure that, somebody's doing better than me. Well, not everyone's gonna do better than you. You know what I mean? And, especially nowadays, where, dude, it is so much easier to get a job if you're a girl. Shut the fuck up. Got the chariot, alright, coming, I don't see this coming at you. I see this chariot and you got the magician in the upright. What I am seeing is, you're unhappy being single? Stop being single. Why don't you make some offers? You know what I mean? Stop just picking from what comes your way. Because let me tell you, most of the dudes that are gonna offer, especially most dudes, especially if you're trying to shit test them or whatever, the good guys, the Prince Charmings, aren't gonna put up with that shit. They're gonna be like, oh, okay, later. You know what I mean? You're shit testing me and I'm not a shithead, so fuck you. You know what I mean? And when you, if that's the way you want to play it, just be aware that, other people are going to play it back. And if the only people that you're even considering are people that are stupid enough to come up to you and be like, oh, yeah, want to drink? You're vastly limiting your options, and more likely than not, you're not offering to anyone that you actually like. Or should be wanting, I hate to be like, y'all don't know what you want, but you don't know what you fucking want. And yeah, maybe actually decide what you want, maybe really decide what you want, and then pursue it. Don't just, really notice me. And then, your whole world shatters when he walks by, hey, what are you doing? And, you're like, why doesn't he? Well, because you never said anything. You never communicated. And you said, I'm fine, and then expected things to not, to just get, come on. So anyway, in your future, so that's what's coming towards you. That's nuts. In your future, reverse hermit. That's, it's good. I think you've kind of been the hermit for a minute. And it's, again, you see how he's offering this, lamp? You know what I mean? Literally, you got the... Sure. Give the thing... You know what I mean? So come out of your period of, putting your walls up. I get it. I'm a Scorpio. I stay there. I never leave hermit. That's me, man. I'm over here with blue milk and telling Ray to go jump off a cliff. You know what I mean? I don't fuck around. That's just... I don't have time. But, it's there you go. Shit, it's saying go be sociable. And maybe, bam, hopes and fears. This is kind of perfect, because you got the Fool. So I'm saying your hopes and fools, you're and that's literally, it's taking a leap. And it's, well, am I going to look stupid? Dude, guys have had to look stupid for a long fucking time. And you know what makes us look really stupid? Is when hitting on you gets us thrown in jail. And yet we still go to war and catch bullets for your ungrateful asses. That's what makes us look stupid. And that shit's over, man. It's 2018. Y'all made it clear that, we're not hot when we're fat. That whole money thing doesn't make up for the fact that we're not pretty. Well, shit, dude. That's what's up. Your environment is you actually have, you know, fond childhood memories. You have, like, there is a good environment around you. And realistically, maybe maybe the toxicity, maybe that's your problem, is the fact that you only, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta reevaluate the way that you do shit, you know what I mean? Prince Charming, I don't know why people seem to think that Prince Charming is gonna come find you. You know what I mean? If Prince Charming is coming to find you, it's because you're on the front line with a battle axe and it's wartime. That is the only time Prince Charming is coming to find you, is if you're on the front line. And if you're, like, hiding, you know what I mean? And, like, that's, again, like, don't be on the front line of the dating scene. Okay? He's on the front line at the battlefront. Prince Charming has to go to war because he's a man and has responsibilities, and one of those responsibilities is to die when other people are trying to kill you. So, he's out there, okay? He's not, you know, at the dance. He's not at the town square running up the maypole, alright? He's on the front line with his sword out. So if you want Prince Charming, go find yourself a battle axe. Alright? And, like, you know, get with the program, because you gotta be charming to him. Okay? Most princes are not these, you know, tight-ass fucking inherited all their kingdom, and they're just, oh, I'm so nice, I'm pretty, and just the nicer, the more spoiled, all that good shit that you're like, he's gonna end up like a spoiled little girl, alright? And do you want to, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, there's a give and a take to everything, man. Like, more money, more problems, like, dude, like, straight up. And, you know, what can you do about it? I mean, I think that should be pretty obvious, but, you know, it's just, you know, fuck it. That's a very, it's like I say, I think it's a straightforward energy. I think it's stop waiting for shit to come your way, and, you know what, fuck it. We were just talking to Apache, man, and the way that she reads the Wheel of Fortune is, it's karmic cycles, alright? It's, and I really appreciate the way that she reads this card. Down is a good thing. This means you're stuck in your head, you're still doing the loop, you're still trying to work this shit out. This means you're coming to the end of it. That's kind of perfect. You know, maybe it's not so much that your whole world is crashing down around you, it's just that the only people that you're accepting any offers from are people who are throwing a baseball through your front window. Well, that dude's an asshole. He threw a baseball through your front window. Maybe go, you know, next time the paperboy comes around, this nigga with a job, alright? Go punch the paperboy in the back of the head and be like, yo, idiot, I've been trying to get your attention for a minute. Nah. Anyway, Pisces, y'all are awesome. Have fun.